What is up, everybody out there on YouTube? This is Michael again, back with another video, and actually, I'm going to give a little bit of reaction to this video that was actually released, I believe was days ago, from Rideshare Professor regarding dash cams. Now, before I start this little reaction video, I like to give my perspective about dash cams. If I'm being completely honest, I think dash cams should be required for all rideshare users, because there are a ton of riders out there that will lie just to get a free ride, or B, get that person banned from the platform, especially unfairly. And I plan to find another video about that, and I'll give my thoughts about it and my reaction towards it. Because there are people out there who use rideshare for a living. They make good money out of it. Some people do, some people don't. It all depends in certain situations. Now, during certain situations, I'm not sure if what the writers report is true or not, because I'm not in their shoes. Now, ever since I got my dash cam, I never had an issue except for one person that actually asked if she's being recorded, and I'm like, yeah, there's stickers posted around my car saying that this vehicle's equipped with audio recording devices, and she wanted to get out. Like, for a rider's perspective, if you don't want to be recorded, then all you gotta do is cancel the ride. But you need to understand that there are people out there that lie and cheat just to get a free ride. Like, I know there's some good riders out there, but it's just the bad ones that are out there that puts a bad name to those who are good. So let's watch this video, and then I'll let you know a little more about what's going on. So let's get started.
As I mentioned in my previous video, Uber is desperately trying, and they've hired a big firm for this as well, to clean up their social media playground, right? They want to dominate that. They want to bring in positive news. They are sick and tired of all the dash cam footage out there, telling the truth, showing the people about carjackings, about the safety issues. And now they're trying to throttle you, right? Now they're trying to control you and what you do with your dash cam, and put these legal threats in here. So firstly, and before we get to that social media aspect where they're trying to gain control what you can and cannot say, what you can and cannot release on social media, right? This is part of their cleanup campaign. You got to read between the lines and see what they're trying to achieve here. They are trying to once again shut you up, silence you, and control you. And just to give you an idea how much they already control you, is your dash cam in a new...
Okay, so yeah, basically, Uber wants to shut you guys up about the real truth about Uber, because there's already a lot of negativity out there. Shootings, carjackings, vice versa, even kidnappings. But here's the thing. There are situations where it's true, and people want to expose the truth. But Uber doesn't want that because it will destroy their industry altogether. But they need to understand that one way or another, the truth's going to get out there. It doesn't matter what Uber does. It doesn't matter if they hire attorneys. It doesn't matter if it goes to the courts or anything. People will not shut up, and neither would I. I'm going to start speaking my truth about the whole thing. I'm going to start speaking my truth about what could happen. Now, luckily, I never ended up in any of those kind of situations when I got my dash cam installed. And I never had to resort to having to defend myself in any situations. I had angry riders. I had people who slammed my door. I'm like, okay, screw it. 1 star, plain and simple. But I've never been in that kind of situation where they're going to be like, oh, you got to do this, otherwise this is going to happen, or vice versa. Let's keep going.
Vehicle? Oh, because we've been checking you out in this one specific vehicle, and have you changed your dash cam to a new vehicle? It looks like you registered a dash cam but are driving a different vehicle now. If you move the dash cam between vehicles, update your registration so you can easily share video with support, and we can let riders know that trips may be recorded. To connect your camera to your Uber account again, go to the account section in your driver app, tap app settings, then video recording, blah, 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 right? So they are monitoring you. They are monitoring you. Then it says here, again, thank you for registering your dash cam.
Okay, another thing I gotta say, I believe, as far as I'm concerned, when I started using a dash cam, as far as I was concerned, the only way the video would ever get released is through the Uber safety team, law enforcement, or insurance, or if I'm court ordered to release such videos. But again, I'm at the point where we're going to start speaking the God honest truth. It's time that you guys start doing the same thing too. It's time for them to shut up about all the lies they're feeding you. Telling you, oh, if you do this, we're going to deactivate you. Bullshit. Deactivation, my asshole. That's what I would say. Let's keep going.
You probably put this under a new vehicle. They immediately caught it. They send in these warnings, right? Best practices while driving with a dash cam. Use your dash cam. Use of your dash cam is subject to both Uber policies and applicable laws. Please review this information before you use your dash cam, right? Because they know what the dash cam can capture, can absolutely destroy them in social media. And drivers, be relentless, man. Just use your van trues, your display rides. If there is something there, if they've wrongfully deactivated you, if you've had thugs in the car, push it out. Do not stop, right? And that's why I like Dustin's channel so much, right? Because a lot of their people share their dash cam, right? And you can imagine, this is like trying to fight what Dustin is doing. They want to throttle this. They don't want this dash cam footage. They don't want the truth to come out, ladies and gentlemen. So legal.
Exactly. And like I said before, the truth's going to get out there one way or another. Whether it be posting a video on YouTube or posting a video on Facebook or TikTok or sending it to the news media, it doesn't matter. One way or another, that truth's going to get out there. Because right now, Uber knows that if negativity goes out there, it's going to destroy their industry. They're going to be like, oh, it's going to make it look like we don't care about our drivers. No, you should care about both, but at the same time, you should be able to follow through due process. There's two sides to every story. There's the rider side, and then there's the driver side. Who's telling the truth? Who knows? But if you have a dash cam, it's pretty much at the point where the dash cam does not lie. Otherwise, it'll be the rider's word versus the driver's word. Alright? And with that being said, dash cams don't lie. Because one person can lie, then the other person can lie, and they're going to be confused, and it's going to take even longer to get a solid answer about what the answer truly is. And there are certain laws in different states about dash cams, and I will get back into it in a moment, but let's keep going, and then we'll get into it.
Requirements, laws in your area may require that your riders consent to recording with their trips. But here,
right there, there's certain states that requires riders to give consent to be recorded. And there are ways to bypass that. Like Uber, for an example, it will show a notification saying that the ride will be recorded to enhance safety. Lyft doesn't offer that feature, and I hope one day they will offer that feature. But I do have stickers on all 4 of my doors, including my back windshield, that says this vehicle is equipped with audio and video recording devices. Consent given upon entry. Pretty much in short, once they enter my vehicle, they automatically consent to being recorded. Now, if they see that sticker and they don't want to be recorded, well, it's as simple as canceling a ride. No big deal. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now, if Uber, on the other hand, since they'll actually have a notification before we start heading to them, they'll either have a chance to cancel the ride, or they'll just get in the car, be recorded, be done. Now, you gotta think about it. Dash cams don't lie, like I said. Let's keep going.
Here's the big one. Right? So many places have laws about the size of your dash cam and where it is in your car. Uber's dash cam policy. Sharing or streaming a person's image, audio or video recording on social media or in other digital or physical public locations is a violation of our community guidelines. So basically, if a thug is stabbing an individual or shooting an individual or beating someone up, oh no, we'll protect them, because we'll protect that footage. We'll protect them. We don't want that, right? Well, if you are releasing that type of footage and showing the world what really happens because of the poor safety standards, then you will be punished. What you are doing at that moment is illegal. Ladies and gentlemen, bring your stories to the media, to the news. Put them out there. Let them go viral. Let the world see and understand what happens in a vehicle. Don't be threatened by this bullshit, right? Because they're trying to muzzle you. They're trying to shut you up, right? They're trying to shut you up. Alarms need to go off here and understand what they're trying to do to you, right? So sharing or streaming a person's image, audio, video recording on social media or in other digital or physical public locations is a violation of our community guidelines and may prompt further investigation by our safety team, meaning you will get deactivated, right?
Don't even follow through with that bullshit. They're going to say they're going to deactivate you. Honestly, they want to protect the riders more than they want to protect the drivers. So let's say if a rider were to shoot or stab the driver, Uber wants to protect that from being released. Because they're like, oh, riders are the ones that brings in the money. And we got to pay these drivers to drive around, but we don't want to pay them that much. And I will discuss that in another video about pay. But right now, let's say I'm in a situation where I feel like my life's in danger. How am I supposed to protect myself? We're not allowed to have weapons in our vehicles, but I guarantee you that one of these riders may have one of these potential weapons. And if it's in the wrong hands, especially if someone's either mentally crazy or possibly drunk or just flat out just don't give a fuck, then they'll do whatever it takes. And then Uber will protect that rider because the riders are Uber's bread and butter. They're the ones that brings in the money for Uber. Well, we're the ones getting paid, but we get paid very little. We don't have that much protection. And the fact that we have Dashcams are actually one way of protecting ourselves. But it's not always guaranteed because who knows if they'll rip the Dashcam off the windshield, and then you don't have any more footage, especially if you don't have cloud service set up. Now, unfortunately, I do not have cloud service set up because I don't have that type of Dashcam that could do that. And I'm planning on upgrading my Dashcam at some point. In fact, I'll even leave links in the description below about where you can get some decent Dashcams, especially from like Amazon. You can check Nexar. Actually, I prefer Nexar, but unfortunately, I can't afford those at the moment. I plan to at some point. But Amazon would be your best friend if you want one on a budget, or if you want something that you can truly have and truly save everything, especially if you want everything to be uploaded to a cloud. Nexar would be your best friend for that one. And there's some cameras out there on Amazon that are actually capable of doing that too. So like I said, I'll leave links in the description on what Dashcams will be really good to have. Now, about this Uber Dashcam policy, sharing or streaming a person's image, audio, or video recording on social media or other digital platforms will result in you being deactivated. But here's the thing. Let that truth be heard. Post it on social media. Post it on the news media. Well, actually, preferably, you should better off be posting on the the news outlets, because they're the ones that do these reports, and they're the ones that makes these videos go viral. And you want these videos to go viral because people need to know the truth, both riders and drivers. Because there's even some bad drivers out there. Who knows? I don't know the full story of each unique situation. But again, in my situation, I never been in those kind of situations. I never had to get to the point where I have to result in kicking someone out of my car or haven't gotten myself in a situation where I feel like my life is being threatened. There are times I feel uncomfortable about certain rides, but you know what? I have my dash cam, I have my evidence, but again, what if they rip it off? I got nothing now. I mean, I could have like a cell phone recording, but the problem is I don't want to keep it hidden. I'd rather let people know they are being recorded in every way possible. And I'll also leave it in a link in the description below from what I purchased on Amazon to have those kind of stickers on your windshields or on your doors. So that way people know that they are being recorded, both video and audio, and that their consent's already granted upon entering the vehicle, which means once I open that door and I sit in that seat, I pretty much already consented to being recorded. I don't have to be verbal about it. I don't have to give a written consent or anything like that. You already gave consent. And that is that. But honestly, Uber and Lyft needs to make it mandatory to have dash cams in all drivers' vehicles. Because dash cams do not lie. And it's not just because of riders. It's because of other idiots out there on the road who will do stupid things, especially those who commit insurance fraud or insurance scams. You want to get that footage too. And then you want to let the truth get out there. Because the truth is what will truly set you free. Alright? There's always that saying, the truth will always set you free. Alright? Now, not in all situations, but dash cams I feel like should be mandatory for everybody. Alright, so that's that. I'm gonna start posting more reaction videos from different channels, and then giving my thoughts and my opinions or potential facts after each video. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below for his channel. He's a well-respected YouTuber I watch about rideshare, whether it be Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Shipt, Amazon Flex, or even Grubhub or any other rideshare delivery service. He's a well-respected YouTuber that I watch. And it'll be just not him I'll be getting reaction videos about. It'll be other channels like the Rideshare Guy, another respected YouTube channel that I watch. So again, links will be in the description below for his channel and the original video for this one. And I'll also leave links in the description below about dash cams that you should have in your vehicle. And I'm also going to have a link in the description below of where you can get some little stickers or window stickers or whatever they call it that will pretty much allow you to announce that this vehicle is equipped with audio recording devices. So that is that. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.